interesting article of things that happened in the past concerning Israel, and we seem to see a replay of that again. One of the things to look at in the past was when President Clinton had arranged for Yasser Arafat to declare an independent state the same day the most powerful tornadoes to hit ever the USA struck, winds of up to 316 miles per hour, and several F4, F5 tornadoes struck simultaneously. This lasted for several hours. This cost the United States billions, billions. Towns were levied. The National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration stated, "This is an outbreak of historic proportions. No doubt about it." And here we go again, pressuring Israel to have a truce. Now, this truce will allow the rest of the hostages to be released. They're allowing, which is today, another 2 days. The truce has been extended to another 2 days. And so they're contemplating also additional days, releasing 10 hostages and allowing 3 times the amount of prisoners to be released. However, as we continue to pressure Israel into doing certain things, we're reminded again of Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. Now, 9,000 Israelis were evicted by their government. Shortly thereafter, 1 million Americans were evicted by Hurricane Katrina. If you'll notice again, the world came against Israel and they insisted that they should give up the Gaza. So they were evicted from the Gaza. Under Prime Minister Ariel Sharon saw the largest eviction of Jews in Israel's history. And President Bush saw the largest natural disaster and displacement of people in the US history. So every time that we've asked Israel to do the unthinkable, because compared to other wars and other places, they're not asked to have a truce, they're not asked to pause. I think what the United States should have been doing is insisting that Hamas turn over all the hostages, because these are innocent people that were in their homes. They weren't convicted of a crime. The prisoners that are being released have committed crimes. And so they were locked up for those reasons. But these people were not. You've got children, old people, babies. There's an 11-month-old girl and her siblings not yet released. She did not come out on the list today. We're hoping for the next 2 days she will be on that list and her siblings. And so again, we're hearing President Biden say and request that Israel extend the truce. Israel is going along, but every time, history has proven time and time again that we have asked Israel to do the unthinkable, that major calamities have struck the United States. And Katrina and Louisiana is just an example. When the Jews left the Gaza, they had to dig up many, many graves. And in Louisiana, the graves floated up when those levees broke. Uh, I can't even imagine the figures of how many dead graves were interrupted and floated up in the water. And maybe 10 times what happened in the Gaza. And so history again is repeating itself. We're asking Israel to do something, and Israel's God is going to move on those that have instigated this and caused this again. So we're going to wait to see the rest of the hostages being released, which will be tonight. It's now nighttime. It's about the wee hours in Israel at this time. I think there's a 6-hour difference. And so they're going to be released by Hamas. and then we're going to see the further extensions and releasing. We do want to see all the hostages released, men, women, children, not just one set, because they're all humans and they did not commit a crime. They were, it was their Shabbat, the most holiest days for the Jewish people, the most holiest day, their Shabbat. And it was done on their Shabbat, the attacks and the savagery that took place. And so, whoever is responsible for doing that is now saying, this is what we want. We're going to allow your people to go, and you're going to allow our people out of the prisons. And we're not saying everyone in the prisons are guilty, because sometimes there are mistakes and there are errors there. And so maybe they've been there for a while. So it will be a good thing also for some prisoners to be let out of the prison system. But let us wait and see again what's going to happen based on the past incidents. It has happened with President Bush, it has happened with President Clinton, and disasters struck the United States of America. And I think my next video, I'll just go into the details and tell you all that transpired. And again, you're all currently aware of what happened with Louisiana when they were expelled from the Gaza. So now we're going to see what happens again. All right, so we will do a follow-up on this again about Israel. And the Bible tells us that whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. And in addition to whatsoever a man sows, at the measure we measure, the same will be measured to us. So let's see how this measure works. Because we have never told the other countries during war, not even Ukraine, after 500,000 people have been killed, we want you to call a truce with Russia. This has not been the case. So let's see what happens. And I will do a follow-up video tomorrow. You have a blessed night. It is Monday. And we just finished having our Thanksgiving, a big family time. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.